Hi, how's everybody doing? It's Paul from Magpie 24/7, and never mind a Happy New Year, which I will say to you right now, Happy New Year. But last night we got a very welcome, belated, delayed Christmas box. It was in the shape of 3 points from Old Trafford, from Manchester United, and boy, was it very welcome to receive that gift. Only the second time since the 70s, since 72, and we haven't had a victory down there since the Johan Kabay stunner back in the day. Like I said, 2013, we waited like over a decade. We've been through some torturous games. We've been in games where we have taken a 2-goal lead and then still lost the fucking game 3-2. But last night I was 1000% confident beforehand. I was even more so when I saw the team sheet, because I was like, look, there's not a single one of their players is getting into our team. You wouldn't swap any of their players for any of ours. And since when could we actually say that with a straight face? You know, going back over the years, they've always had superstars, great players, great teams, great times, lots of trophies, so on and so forth. But at the moment, the nearer to relegation than fighting it out and slugging it out with the likes of Newcastle United, and to hear the likes of Gary Neville literally looks like he was fucking pissing vinegar while saying that we've got a better team, a better squad, a better club, being better run, better manager. It was just fucking music to my ears. But you know, it's just, we're on such a run at the moment. Dubravka hasn't conceded in the league, touch wood, so far. Obviously he had that goal against him in the cup game, didn't he, against Brentford, the consolation goal right at the end of it. But all over the place, you know, Isak is on such a run, finishing the calendar year just 1 goal behind Haaland, 1 goal behind Palmer, is unbelievable. And to score anything above 20 is absolutely just world-class territory. That is where we are. That is who we have got with Alexander Isak. He's happy, he's fit, he's firing. The team is set up all around him. And yesterday, it was as easy as you like. It was like fucking child's play. There was a game plan. We stuck to it. And we scored probably 2 pretty much carbon copy type goals. The ball were getting fired in from out wide. Great crossing all the time from both flanks. And then headers in the middle of the box. As easy as you like. There was no pressure. They seemed to go in slow motion, the goals. They had all the time in the world. It was just so chilled, so laid back. And I think Newcastle United, and this is the thing that likes of Manchester United need to be worried about, we had gears to go up. We scored the 2 goals. We should have been 3, 4, 5 ahead at half time. Tonali had a great chance. Isak had a great chance. But we literally just shut up shop. We did what we needed to do. We saw the game out. We were professional. We managed it. We managed the strain on the legs. You know, with obviously other games coming thick and fast on the horizon. So it was a totally nutty, if I'm being honest, professional performance. Yes, they had 1 or 2 chances in the second half, but I just never thought that they would get themselves back into the game. And even if they had managed to get a goal, I wouldn't have been that concerned. Dubravka was just giving me lots of confidence, taking some good touches, just giving that extra level of strength and confidence to the back four. The back four's been settled in this run. Yes, that's going to change for the next game because of Fabian Schär's yellow card and subsequent suspension for the next this game. Then he's suspended again, isn't he? So there's going to be a few issues like that. But look, for all that's maybe a slight problem for the horizon with the attack and flair that we've got. If we stick to our attacking philosophies, then I see no reason why we can't even overcome that bump. Any bump just at the moment feels absolutely manageable. Okay, Eddie Howe will find a way, around it. And despite the PSR, despite the no signings last summer, the injection that having a fit and firing Sandro Tonali has given us, the ability to play Bruno in his preferred, his stronger position, Joe Linton having him back, having players more often than not fit, because last year was horrendous. Having James Bunsen this campaign with the fitness, looking at that, micromanaging it all, really seems to be paying dividends. He's got more options to be able to call off quality players from the bench, manage games through, not the chuck games like we've done previously. because of just tiredness and injuries and running out of place. It's all coming good, all at the right time, and everybody, that's fans, management, players, tea lady, doesn't matter who, everybody is rowing in the same direction, and it is an absolute beautiful thing to see, because when everybody at our club is, you know, going in one direction, channeling the efforts into one, you know, into one way, then it just doesn't feel like anybody can stop us. You know, we've given Liverpool a bloody nose like no other team in the entire league has given them a bloody nose. We've got some good results recently. We've got like a good string of results. We've got some decent performances. We've, you know, taken on teams like Aston Villa, who are very, very good sides, you know, in their own right. They've got some cracking players, beating them 3-0, and then going away Man United, Old Trafford, somewhere we historically do shite at, and we just blow them out of the water. We start all over them like a fly around shit, and we just don't stop until we've strangled the life out of them. And at 2-0, we knew we could have scored a third, a fourth, a fifth. It really didn't matter. Them gears were there to be able to go up to if we were needed to, but we didn't, and we managed the situation, and we looked after it, and we got the 3 points, and it was as easy as that. And a cracking start from the first half. There was every outfield player for Newcastle United, that's all 10, during that opening 35 minutes, either had a shot, an assist, like during that 35 minutes. And it's just like, that just shows you the attack and intent of this team. Everybody either had an assist, a goal, or a shot on goal. That's defence. That's everybody barring Dubravka. They should have put Dubravka up for a fucking corner or something, you know, just to complete it all. But that shows you where the strength is. And it is on that team ethic, and it is on that literally like everybody attacking, everybody trying to create goals. And that's why I'm still confident, even with Fabian Schär out, even with the fact we don't have another right-sided centre-backs to be able to come in, that Eddie Howe will be able to work ways around it, and will continue just to attack teams and to blow teams away, you know, on that side of it. Yes, we've got Spurs next, but Spurs have got their own issues, their own defensive woes, players missing. And I think if we get about them with the run that they're on, the pressure that's on their manager, if we can get another early goal against them, it's really going to put the cat amongst the pigeons, and it sets us up for a semi-final game against Arsenal, first leg, where, you know, at the end of the day, if we can stay within 1 or 2 of Arsenal from the first leg, then there's every opportunity and every possibility that when it comes to the second leg of the semi-final at St James's Park, that you know, we can turn them over. And that's what it's about. The first game is literally just on about making sure that you're still in it when it comes to the, you know, the second leg of the matchup. And go down to the Emirates. You know, with what we've done recently, it shouldn't fear us that much, because it just seems to me it doesn't matter who we're playing, whether it's an Ipswich or Southampton or a Manchester United. We have a system, a plan. Everybody knows what that system is. Everybody knows what that plan is. But knowing about it and being able to actually tackle it and to stop Newcastle United seems like, you know, a really, really, really difficult thing to be able to do. And it's something that, you know, time and time again, people are just not being able to do. And as a Newcastle United supporter, it's absolutely fucking... it's a fucking thing of beauty, isn't it? The run that we are on, and what we're doing, it's great. Long may it continue. And Newcastle United back up, obviously, to 5th in the league, and only a couple of points behind like your Chelseas of the world and stuff like that. And it's just great this season. It's just so refreshing. Yes, it's been inconsistent, it's been head scratching at times, but now we've got that flow. Now that the results are coming, you know, ourselves and the likes of Nottingham Forest are up there, Fulham are up there, sort of trying to disrupt the status quo and everything else like that. So it's just different. It's nice to see different teams up the top. City are obviously faltering and stuttering around and clambering around, so they're sort of like by the wayside. You know, obviously their manager has already said, look, we're not in the title race. it's a case of getting to the end of the season, and I think they're in a little bit of a rebuild at the moment. Manchester United are in a relegation battle, you know. I mean, how many times can you say that? But even their managers coming out and saying, look, they're in a relegation battle, they're closer to that than what they are for the European sort of side of it. And it's absolutely unbelievable. They've got sides below them who are picking up victories. Look at Ipswich. Never say die attitude, scrapping for their lives. Everton scrapping for their lives, picking up points here and there and being hard and tough, you know, to go against. Wolves are picking up a couple of victories now. So it could be squeaky bum time with the fixtures that Manchester United have got coming up. But yeah, no tears shed there. It would be funny as fuck to see them down. And the Newcastle United fans last night singing, Kyle was saying, like, say hello to Sunderland and stuff like that. You've seen United now football form. Top level banter. Geordie boys taking the piss. Brilliant. Absolutely fucking brilliant. So we should go down to this weekend's game, no fear, go put in another attacking, you know, strong performance in, and just try and blow them out of the water. Quick start, pressure, get the crowd on them, and hope it's a similar sort of situation to what's happened at Old Trafford, because their fans turned on them very, very quickly. Their manager had to try and make changes. They're taking players off. There's players getting booed. It's an absolute clusterfuck, total mess. Rashford sat on the bench because I think that was their only sort of hope last night, that Rashford would come in and be a little bit of a fly in the ointment. You could see the headlines already being wrote, but nah, there's such a negative vibe about that club at the moment, Man United, with what they're doing with regards to penny pinching, and the charitable trust is getting its budget slashed, and disabled fans, OAP is having the concession tickets taken away. Proper, honestly, that Ratcliffe, they reckon he was going to come in and be the saviour and stuff like that, but the reality is he's just been Mike Ashley 2.0. You know, it's austerity and all that side of it. And we've not spent any money, but the Tonali coming back in has just been absolutely nutty magic. It's allowed us to put Bruno further forward. Bruno's been absolutely nutty fantastic, playing further forward on the right hand side. Joe Linton, we missed him last season for large periods of time. Our midfield three, I don't think there's any better in the entire Premier League, to be honest, and that's not just a reaction to what's happened last night. It's just honestly how I feel. I wouldn't swap them for anything. Lewis Hall, best left back in the league. Isak, best striker in the league, most informed striker in the league. Your Gordons of the world. Murphy's come in and done a job. He's not the long-term solution. It's a purple patch. Yes, you can argue, but it's given Eddie Howe a little bit of breathing time. It's took a little bit of the pressure off from you know, what is a difficult situation to be able to cover him. Trippier came in and he was just like Trippier of old. Came off with a little bit of fatigue in the game. The defence, it's got that, you know, like when we qualified for the Champions League, it was the same defence all the time, and they did the same things week in, week out, and we got the same sort of performances week in and week out, and the same, you know, many clean sheets week in and week out. And it's a similar sort of situation that we've got now. Yes, we're forced into making changes over the next game or two, but like I touched upon, nowadays it just seems like it just doesn't matter the opposition, home or away or whatever. It's the same DNA, the same blueprint, the Newcastle United blueprint, and it's up to them to try and stop us. You stop their wide players, and then the players from the middle are hurting you. Stop the players from the middle from, you know, getting in amongst you and try and make it competitive there, and then the players out wide come into the own. And then if you know, both are being tackled, then Isak's capable of moments of absolute magic and sheer brilliance. You know, where do you stop? There's threats from all over. You've got centre backs taking shots. It's just an absolute thing of beauty. The bench is looking a lot stronger because we're tackling the issues around about the unavailability, which absolutely ruined you know, large portions of last season. So we've tackled that, and then we've got the possibility of recruitment next month as well, and I do think that we will do something. I think it's more likely to be a right midfielder than anything else, and I think one or two players may move out. Certainly the likes of Miguel Miron, you would expect him to move out for around about £10 million. But happy days, it's just excitement, it's positivity. You can't wait for the next game to come round. You're counting the days down. And yes, the games are coming thick and fast, but that just doesn't seem to be a problem this time round. We managed the game. We got the 2 goals yesterday. We managed and we saw out and we protected ourselves as much as was humanly possible. And you know, with other games and future battles in mind, if we can come through these next 2 games with 2 victories, the season is fucking right on. So fingers crossed about that one. But look, Aston Villa blown away, Manchester United blown away. Difficult assignments, you know, Ipswich, that was going to be a difficult game in a difficult, intense, hostile environment, stadium. But it's just whatever challenge you put in front of Newcastle United at the moment, we just get on with it. We're staying humble. It's nice to be able to see the manager just, look, we're concentrating on one game at a time, not looking too far in front of ourselves. But the momentum is definitely on the side of Newcastle United, and so, like I touched about before, so refreshing to see the league table with your Forests, with your Fulhams, with your Newcastle United, literally balls deep in, you know, tussling it out for European qualification at the end of the season. So happy with that. Let me know what you think down below about last night, your highlights, what pleased you the most, the run that we're on, the players that we may or may not sign come you know, the January window, which opens tomorrow, doesn't it? It opens tomorrow. I think it opens tomorrow. So yeah, let me know about that down below, your thoughts about Spurs as well. And in the meantime, yeah, it just leaves me to say, yeah, thank you for your support over the entire year. We do appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up button on this video as well. That helps us out a lot. Subscribe to Magpie 24/7. And yeah, we continue the journey on. Let's see where this season takes us. Fuck me. What a night as it finished. Manchester United 0, Newcastle United 2. Happy days, 3 points. The Toon back in 5th. See you later.